Hello out there in social media land. It's another phenomenal Sunday evening on Uncensored Conversation with Elevated, Not Tolerated. And I have some of the most amazing young ladies in the room with me right now. And there's some other people that will be coming along. Guys, get your paper, get your pencil, get ready, get ready, get ready. We're going to be talking tonight about some things. We're going to be talking about the upcoming events that's happening here with Victoria Elevates in conjunction with People of Unity, Faith, and Praise Ministry. So, guys, we just want to be able to just kind of have a good conversation. My friends tonight, I got on live right now, my good friend Lisa the Dove Washington. Y'all already know when she's on, it's going to be live. Because we have such a great time together. And also my good friend, my sister, girlfriend, cousin, Ginger Echoes per year is in the house. She's behind the scenes right now, but she is with us on tonight. So guys, we are here to get y'all pumped up and get ready for the Favor is Fair Conference 2024. And It is happening this weekend on Friday. It starts Friday night, and we're going to go all the way through all day Saturday. And so I wanted to come on tonight and talk to these phenomenal people that you will be seeing all through the whole weekend. They're going to be sharing with us some different things, their experiences, and all of that good stuff. So Lisa, Ginger, welcome. It's so great to have you back on the show.
Thank you. It's always a pleasure to be hanging out with you, Victoria. It's always, like you said, a good time. We have good conversation. It's just very relaxing. We can be ourselves. So I'm ready. And as far as a Favor is Fair conference, because I've been there before, those who are going to miss it are going to miss a treat. So I suggest that you be there because Favor is fair. So, I mean... why wouldn't you be there? You know,
I love seeing your face did it for me. Lisa, that look, I'm thinking in my head, going, "Power, shut up!" And I'm like, it was priceless. The queen, she is soon to be the doctor of communication.
Soon to be, yes.
So proud of you. So proud of
you. Thank you.
But you said it with that strength and that attitude that I just love, because yes, Lisa has been, I think you've only missed one of them. I think you went at the very
just one, right?
Yeah, but after that, you've been a regular on the panel, and she's been, hey y'all, even 1 year you even did some of our marketing stuff for us. So yeah, so I'm excited to have you back with us, and like Ginger. Hey Ginger.
Hello.
Ginger's you've been with me all three of them, I believe, right, Ginger?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I'm excited. So since y'all are old timers, you're old timers, what could you, Lisa, you said a mouthful by, if they're not there, they're missing out. But can you kind of tell them a little bit more about what you've experienced with the Favor is Fair, and what is, what do you see? What do you think?
The reason why I am really excited about this year and what happened last year is, and I think we mentioned it when we've met prior to tonight, is that it kind of it's an intimate scene, and I opened up about some things that I rarely talk about because I felt comfortable, and I think the whole conference puts you in a space of safety. And we really kind of dug into some stuff. I think a lot of times you have these conferences and we deal with the surface, but we don't really go in. And with the Favor is Fair conference, we went in, and I, was surprising myself. And, you even asked me to pray us in one of the evenings, and I had never really done that before. So I had some angst about it, but it's a whole story behind how that happened. That someone else was present. I think a gentleman, as a matter of fact, and then you reached out to me, and I think that was, to me, a testament of how you need to follow your assignments, because I was not prepared. I wasn't I wasn't ready, nor was I expecting the ask, but I accepted. And I thank you for that. I think that was, to me, an example of favor moving. And I think a lot of times what you will be able to share with those who come, and what I learned from the past conferences, was that people assume that favor is, all these bells and whistles and balloons and flowers, and that's not necessarily what favor is, because it comes in all kinds of forms, whether it's lessons or lessons, and that's why it's fair, because it may not be that you won. It may be that you got the lesson of a lifetime that took you to other levels, and that, to me, is fair, because it's what you need. It's not necessarily what you think it is. So that's why I think it's so important, because I think people kind of wonder about, what does favor is fair mean? Once you hear it, you're like, I get it. And that's why I think you need to be there.
Yeah, and I think the first year, and I wish Dr. Gia and Sylvia were here, because I think the first year when we did it, a lot of people were saying favor ain't fair, and then they wanted to change the title. And I remember David. Shout out to David Dunlap, because he did our very first marketing strategic moves for the first one. And I remember him saying, "Did you mean favor ain't?" And I said, "Nope, I meant favor is." And I remember getting a lot of calls saying, "That's not what people say." That is true. That is not what people say. People say favor ain't fair.
That's true.
But when you come to the Favor is Fair conference, you're going to find out that the statement is that favor is fair. And I am honored that, and Coach K's out there. She's out there. She's one of the people that's participating this year again too. But when you actually sit down and listen to this phenomenal group of people that's going to be talking, Lisa, Ginger, Coach K, I'm telling you, we have such a round table of individuals. A lot have come back this year. We've got a lot of new folks in here too. But when I tell you, you're going to understand from their stories, you're going to understand from their conversations throughout the conference that favor is fair. And this year, after this, it's time to build. And I love the first part of it, Lisa, but the second part, look, I just got chills just now. The thoughts about after, and I got a special shout out again to Dr. Gia and Dr. Northampton, because not last year, but the year before, at the end of the conference, we were having an after conversation, and they were on the show, and they kept saying stuff about, now it's time to do building. And the whole time they were talking about it, I was having that phrase that I don't always use, that aha moment. I was going, But it took me going through some things, Lisa, and Ginger, to say, yeah, after this, it is time to start building. And so we are excited. You guys, I'm going to show you some of the folks, and then we're going to come back and talk to Ginger and Lisa some more until the other games gets here. But I want to show you who are some other phenomenal people that's going to be a part of this event. Get ready. Guys. I'm,
Yes.
I am not gonna get emotional. Y'all had me emotional tonight. I'm not gonna be emotional today. And I will, and guys, some of you, that video is probably gonna need to update it again. There's a couple of people that's not on that list on in that particular video because we've upgraded who is part of the conference itself. We have 3 keynote speakers, and we have three, Lord Jesus, I don't know how many panelists we got. We got a whole heck of a lot of people. Hey, Lady Gail, thanks for being with Gail. We were talking about you. Hell, look at that. We were
I
talking
know
about
we were. More to
we're
come,
talking about you.
Gail.
But when so there's a lot of people, and we'll show another flyer in a little bit about the other people that's going to be on with us. I tell you, this whole conference has evolved since the first talk about it. Um, and I didn't want us to wait.
It's
Lady
all
Gail,
good.
it was
It's all
all
good.
great. Look, if it wasn't as Lisa's fault. No, I'm just joking. I'm joking. It was all good. It's all good. I promise.
It's all good.
But just the latter people that have came back to the show, come back to the conference. Now, a lot of people have asked me this, and Ginger, you and Lisa can kind of tag in with me on this. A lot of people say, well, I thought this was a fake, I thought this was a business thing. And now you've done it a different way. Well, let me kind of explain to you all what has happened. The event now is a part of People of Unity Faith and Praise Ministry, which I am the pastor of. And when we first started, at least I'm still crying. I still cry when I say it. I don't know, but it gets weird, I think. But anyway, never mind. That's a little story. But I think from the beginning, Lisa, I knew that this was more than just a conference. It was always something that was in me, that this was a bigger pot that was being stirred. And I didn't quite understand it until I said yes to the pastoral. And as soon as I did, it was magic. This has to go under the ministry, because Lisa can tell you at the last one, it was a whole lot of praising the Lord, and we was kind of like almost falling out in the floor kind of deal. I mean, we was in a setting, but it got to be to that point that it was very, like Lisa said, we were free to be who we wanted to be, but it was also very enlightening spiritually, that everything that we talked about, that we were going through or had been through, we all realized that the favor came from God. It wasn't even anything that we knew or did. It was just automatically that it just started to roll into that atmosphere. And so when the opportunity came, I said, you know what, this is the perfect conference to open up People of Unity, Faith, and Praise. And I am just honored that so many of you came back and said yes. I mean, Lisa, I cannot thank you enough. And even Kay and all of the ones that have come back. Just to have you guys back means so much more for this conference, because it lets me know that it wasn't a mistake. It never was, and it never will be. But to have so many of you returning with your stories has meant so, so very much to me. And Gail, you're right. Without him, we can do nothing.
And you know what? I think you, and I don't know if you remember, but I can't remember which day it was, but some of the theme was about leveling up. And I was touched that second day. I think we just went really in, and
Yes.
a word was shared on that, during that conference, that I think touched everybody. And then to watch things happen after that conference was over, there were some things that just happened that
Yes.
kind of confirmed the conversations during the conference. So it only makes sense that now you're talking about it's time to build, because I think a lot of times what happens is we go to these conferences. That's why I like that that's what the theme is, because we go to the conference and then we figure out, and we actually talked about what favor really is, and got a real understanding about it. But I think a lot of times people walk away and that's it. And for you to bring in the theme of it's time to build is because we need to continue to build on what we've gained, what we learned, the growth that we made. And I'm actually feeling like that it was perfect timing, because I remember the level up
Yes.
or word, because I mean
Yes.
it was a whole mood up in there. And
Oh God.
afterwards I was like, okay, this is it. This is what was said. It's just amazing to watch it come to fruition.
Yes.
And 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 that's what you did. So this year around was a level up. And now you're building on it. So it makes sense. Perfect sense.
Lacey, why you trying to make me cry? You know I'm a big old baby these days. I just cry
But
and
it
drop.
makes perfect sense. Yeah, but I mean, I think that's what happens when we get together, especially when you're putting something together and you have, you prayed about it, and it wasn't just people choosing friends or that kind of thing. It's really kind of people, going to him and saying, okay, so who's supposed to be a part of this? When that happens, I
Yes.
think that no matter what, hurdles you run into, whatever happens, it all in the end, or as you go through it, you'll have those aha moments when you like, that's why this is what it is. That's why they're here. That's why, this happened this way. So it'll all
Exactly.
make sense. And
Exactly.
it's making sense. It already has. So it just, kind
Oof.
of confirms for you that you're on the right path, that you're following the assignment. And I'm always, and the more I grow every year, I'm understanding, because I think that's the first part of it, is understanding your assignment.
Come
And
on.
that's where the listening comes in. So,
Yeah.
I do see the connections now with, things that are happening, that you got to listen to understand. Once
Yep.
you understand your assignment, then you got to build on it, right? So,
That's it. That's
and there
it.
goes the Favor and Sphere Conference. So the
Here we
connections are
are.
real. Yeah.
That's it. And see, um, let me just kind of throw this out at you right now, Lisa, because you know how I do surprises, right?
Oh, okay. I do.
Okay. Okay. So Ginger, you better get ready to catch her on in the spirit. So yeah, because this is a move. So Lisa,
Uh-huh.
um, so conference 2025, I've already set the date
Oh,
for.
wow. Okay.
Girl, I'm learning how to move faster.
I know that's
I've
right.
already set the date for 2025, and you're moving to one of those slots as keynote speaker for 2025. Hello, bam.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So yeah, I just thought I'd throw that out you.
Oh,
Because this is the thing, and Kay Clark, don't try to be funny out there, because you moved up too, you elevated up too. See, I'm telling all the secrets tonight. See, I'm telling
you
the
said you had
secrets.
announcements. You did.
I did tell y'all I had some announcements. See, I mean,
You
I'm just
did.
saying.
You
And
did.
then Ginger's moving up. She didn't know it either, but she's moving up too. Anywho, yeah, yeah, Ginger, that's good. But the next conference, I'm going to announce it on Saturday, with the title for next year is going to be, and you've already touched on it.
Oh,
Mm,
we gotta
mm.
wait.
Yes, you do
Yeah,
have
we
to
gotta
wait.
wait. Okay.
You gotta wait. You gotta
Okay.
wait until after the panel speaks on Saturday.
Okay. I know you can't
I
tell us
will
everything.
I will tell you what the theme for next year's conference is going to be, and you done talked about it.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Now I'm really
So
excited
because
about it.
every year it has gotten to a next level. The first year it was just favorite spare. I
Mm-hmm.
didn't have a part of the title. And then the second year it went to another level. And then the third year it was level up. And this year is after this.
Yes.
So next year, hmm. Well, anyway, I tell y'all Saturday. They
That's
just
right. So
mentioned
you have to be there. So the catch is that you need to be in the room so that you can find out what next year's theme is. And I can't wait. So yes.
And Lisa, you've also inspired it to be in-house, so it's going to be on site next year.
Okay.
We're going
Okay.
to be on site. We were actually going to be on site this year. We just kind of ran into a couple of bumps in the road, but I think it was necessary. It
Mm-hmm.
was definitely necessary. But next year, yes, keynote speaker Lisa Washington and Kay Clark. Get yourself ready. And head praise and worship leader, well, that would be that one and only Ginger Eccles over here per year. So she got leveled up too. Hello,
Mm,
how you doing?
Hello.
So I
well,
told y'all I'm full of surprises. And so so Ginger as a comeback, and Ginger has in the past, she's not only been one of our praise and worship leaders in the past, but Ginger also has been one of the individuals who have made our um, merchandise for the conference. The one year she did our bags and the whole shebang. This year she's doing something else special for me. I can't tell y'all about yet till Saturday. Anywho, so Ginger, tell the folks what your expectations is for this weekend.
wow. I have many, many, many expectations for this weekend. My sister Lisa has been all up in my brain saying everything, because I've just thought about how the conference has built from one year to the next. And to me, it's going to be a healing, a place for
Mhm.
healing to be able to take place. Because if they come with an open heart and an open mind, the things that we're going to be discussing, and I don't even know all of the things that will be discussed, but I just feel it that it's going to allow people to be able to heal. So that's why favor is fair to me. You know, when you come with an open mind and many expectations,
Mm.
you know,
Mm.
that's when the Lord can download and allow things to happen.
Mm.
Amen.
See, y'all just all messy today. See that y'all must have told the rest of them to stay off the line. I got it. Now I see how this happened. Y'all the spokesmen for the okay, now I get it. I was like trying to figure this out. And you have said it. You and Lisa both have touched on it. This one is definitely a healing place. Because we did level up,
Mm-hmm.
and
Mhm.
now we see the necessity to build after that. But in order to build, you got to be healed to be building. You
Mm.
can't you cannot um how do I say it? You have to go to a place where when you start understanding how life has kind of turned you around. It's kind of put you on topsy-turvy lane, and it's kind of made you feel like you didn't know what you were doing.
Mm-hmm.
But once you clear out the land, I said this earlier, and I'm going to talk about we've got somebody who's going to be speaking for us on Tuesday night. But in order for us to be able to build, we have to clear the land, right?
Mm.
Before you can put the foundation of the next building in place, you've got to clear out of the rubbish that's in it. The ground has to be tilted. My dad, by nature, was he was a country boy. He used to talk about how they digged up the land to plant the corn and all of those things, and then he would talk about how plowing and then he got into being a cement contractor, and he talked about how important it was that the land be leveled.
Mhm.
I ain't doing it, y'all. Y'all ain't messing with me right now. But the land has to be so leveled that it causes some things to happen in the atmosphere, right? And so this time the conference is moving us after we have leveled off. And that's not to say we're perfect. It's just to say that we've leveled off in some areas. We're no longer holding ourselves back. Like Lisa said earlier, we talked and we opened doors about things that some of us didn't realize we were going to talk about, or that would be talked about, that came out of the conference, but then it put us in a place where it made us think more. And so now that we've cleared out the cobwebs out of this land, if you will, now we're ready to set the foundation.
Absolutely, because I am. When you talked about healing, you just tapped in because what we kind of revealed some things. We kind of opened the door, or can you say, took off the band-aid. I reopened a wound. And talked about it. And there has been some healing since then. And
Wow.
once you do that healing, then it's time to build on what you know now. So it's just perfect timing. So
Yes.
I'm looking forward to sharing because I've seen growth since then. And even the area that I spoke of, things have
Yes.
happened.
Yes.
And that's why I think that sometimes people don't understand that that's favor, because we're looking for, like I said, for it to feel good all the time. And favor is fair. It doesn't mean it feels good, but it's still fair. So that's when you know that it is favor, because favor is going to lead you to growth. Favor is going to lead you to something better, which means sometimes you're going to have to be knocked down a few times before you can get there. But you got to recognize what it is.
That's so true. That is so true. You have to be able to acknowledge, be accountable for those things, and be able to say, okay, yeah, it may not have been this way or that way, but it was this way that I missed it. And now that I know that that's what it is, now I can rebuild, because there's even a part of this while we're rebuilding relationships. We're rebuilding our inner selves. We're rebuilding those places that we thought had no real true value. And now we're going to be able to look at, after this, that we can rebuild those things. And so, ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't registered, the link is listed below. Go ahead and register today. I'm going to come back. I'm going to show you a little bit of something else. And then I'm going to come back and tell y'all how important it is for you to register and be in the room. Lisa and Ginger have told you a little bit, but I'm going to tell you a couple of other things that you might want to know. And this is going to give you about 15 seconds to think about it. See how quick that was? 15 seconds. I told y'all. Lisa Sharifa, I saw Sharifa do that one time on your show. And so I got it now. I can make it quick. Y'all be watching. See, I learned from the best. See, so it's important for you, if you register, that you attend. Now, Lisa and Ginger have told y'all a couple of reasons why. Now, the conference is free.
Free.
Free 99.
Free 99. It's free.
Mm-hmm.
One registration. Someone asked me, said, well, I went out to register and all right, Miss K, register, and they said I didn't see the second day. And I said, that's because one registration gets you entrance to both days. Both days are free. Now, there's a little catch to that.
Okay.
It will not be live. We will stay in the room. We will shoot out some snippets. Anybody that is a part of the entourage of speakers, I'm going to encourage them to share on their social media some of the things that they're hearing and seeing. But the conference is closed. You have to be registered to get into the room.
Yes.
Now, there's another little secret to this. didn't share this with my colleagues, but there's another little secret with this. If you're not able to attend either day, you can purchase it. One of my colleagues said, hey, people are going to understand it better if they figure they got to pay for it. And I said, well, what do you mean? And she's not on tonight, but she says, some people may have to work and some people may not feel comfortable, because Lisa talked about coming in the room and how comfortable it is. And some people still may have an issue. But this is the thing. Let's say you register and you still can't come. The key is registering, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
If you register and you come for part of the day, who's to say that you're gonna equal out having a copy of the entire conference? Register, come to a portion of it, and you get the whole shebang. You don't come, then you got to pay a little price, and it's very minimal. I can guarantee you that. Are we trying to make money off of this? No, we are not. But what I can tell you is the speakers that are coming, the speakers that are here are across the globe. We are going all the way to Canada to get Nadia to be a part. We got Lisa and all of the crew up in Maryland, D.C. area. We got Charity Hartley, who's over there in Minnesota and all of that part of the world. If we had to put a price on this, you're talking about $50, $60 tickets to attend.
At least.
We're letting you attend for free.
Free.
Free. Now, with that being said, I want to tell you, and we're probably not going to be on the whole hour tonight, because I just feel like I think we're giving you guys enough information about this conference that if you haven't registered yet, by the time we get off tonight, you need to be signing up. So let me tell you, Lisa, and Ginger knows a little bit about this. We have a guest speaker that's going to be on with me on Tuesday night, this coming Tuesday night. Apostle Prophetess Cynthia Carter will be our special guest on Tuesday night at People of Unity, Faith, and Praise, and she's coming to bring a word. But this is why it's even more unique, Lisa, is this. In just a conversation with her, I immediately knew why we had to have her on before the conference, because she's getting ready to break the spiritual ground. That is the theme for Tuesday night, breaking the spiritual ground. Now, how unique is that, connecting with after this is time to build?
Time to build.
You got to break the ground in order to build. So we encourage you to come and join us on Tuesday night. It will be live here on Facebook and YouTube, but it's leading us up to the conference.
Absolutely.
We need your faces in the room. Now, the other thing I didn't tell everybody, Lisa and Ginger, is on Thursday, I am going to release the link to the room. You can click on the link on Friday night without any hesitation. Registration only is there to bring you closer into the gates early. But if you wait to the last minute on Thursday night at midnight, the official link will be out there. Now somebody says, well, why are you telling them that? They're going to wait till Thursday night and do that. Well, if that's how you play your game, that's you. But what I can tell you is if you register, there's some extra benefits. There's booklets. There's information about each one of the speakers that will be given out to those people that register. You're going to get the behind the scenes information about our speakers if you register. Now, but if you wait to the last minute at Thursday at midnight, you'll be able to see the link pop up out of nowhere. I'm not going to advertise it. I'm not going to put up a flyer. I'm not going to say, here's the link. You're just going to have to look. You got to know it's there. Because how bad do you want to know about your favor? How bad do you want to hear phenomenal speakers across the globe talk about favor? You got to ask yourself, how bad do you want it? How bad do you want it? Because favor is fair. And it's free for a whole weekend. Just for you. But ask yourself, at church they say, tell your neighbor, tell your neighbor to go ahead and register for Favor is Fair. Now, I want to tell you something else that's coming up in May, guys.
I love that.
So
I love
Lisa,
it.
you like that?
Yeah, I think that's gonna be very nice.
Well, I think you need to come on in here with Lady Dove at the Mother's Day event. It's going to be a tea. I'm going to be sending out information for you to choose what color you want to sit at in your room on that day. Dr. Gia Conway will be my phenomenal keynote speaker. She was not able to be a part of the conference Favor of Fair this year because of other obligations. And she kept saying, I still want to be a part. And I said, girl, you got this. We'll see you Mother's Day. so that we're just going to roll on over. But yes, Mother's Day event is coming up May the 4th. It is going to be a phenomenal time. The thing is, we would like to have your stories about your adventures with your mothers and tell us a little bit. And I'm going to say this right now to those of you that are vendors, you have different products and services. I don't care if it's yet, you want to be on Lisa's show and, guess what? You can be on Lisa's show if you write a good little story and we put your name in the pot and your story comes out. Because this is the way we want to express how important our mothers are in our life. Dads too. I got something coming for the dads. They don't even know what's happening. I got something for them coming too. But this Mother's Day brunch is going to be an opportunity for you to tell your story and for you to be able to share it in a way that is going to empower your other fellow people that'll be watching. And we want as many vendors that want to participate. We want to, this is a prime opportunity for you to get these Mother Day gifts. Lisa and I both will do wreaths and floral arrangements and all of that kind of stuff. Lisa, I'm tired right now. I'm just throw it over your way. But we do floral arrangements because Lisa has books. She's a publisher. Ginger is the craft master where she makes t-shirts and all that stuff. And she's got something special that she has made for me that I was going to share tonight. We're going to share that probably tomorrow. But guys, this is going to be the perfect opportunity for you to pick up and say, here's some vending ideas. Here's some things that I have to offer for Mother's Day. And you could come to the brunch. And again, it's free.
Mm-hmm.
And for every person who registers and says, my color is pink, you will get a pink background to have for your table that day. I've already got them. Lisa, I've been working, girl. I tell you.
I
Got
see.
I got the background for favorite sprayer. You guys are gonna get that on Thursday. We got the background for the Mother's Day special. But when you tell me, yes, I want to be a part of the Mother's Day event, Mother's Day brunch, and my favorite color is pink, I'm gonna send you your background for you to be in pink at Rainbow Tea.
Oh, I love that.
So I'm hoping that you all will be back to attend that. That's going to be amazing. I already know that there's a powerhouse of a word coming from Dr. Jill on that
Oh, I'm
day.
sure.
Well,
Yes. Yes.
most definitely. So, ladies, anything else you want to share with the good people tonight about the favorite spur? Because I think we're going to have an early night.
I just wanted to say I'm really looking forward to seeing some of the faces that I've seen before and some new faces in the room. I think that the event will bless you. It did me. So I'm speaking from experience, and I think that um, it, it it's time to build. I mean, you said it best. It's time. And I think those who are kind of on the fence, they're not sure. How could you even going into when every day when you wake up, it's time to build. Every day when you wake up, I think you should start to learn the understanding of favor. And I think a lot of those questions will be answered in attending the Favors Fair Conference. So I encourage you to register as soon as you get an opportunity. We would love to see you there. And I think that you will definitely be blessed by attending.
I totally agree. Ginger, what you got to say, girlfriend?
Um, what's been going through my mind is I know you use the example of the leveling. What come to mind for me is get online, register, which would be like going online, buying your airline ticket.
Whoop.
Hurry up and be the first one to the gate so you can board first. But once you board and you look out the window while it's getting ready to take off, it may take off smooth. But when you take off, you start pointing up in the air when it starts to, leave the strip. But once it gets up to a certain level in the air, it
Mhm.
levels out.
Wow.
So it kind of leveled out last year. But in this conference where we're building, you may run into a little turbulence along the
Uh-oh.
way. And that turbulence is going to help shake you into your next so we can get
Mhm.
ready for next year. So don't hesitate to go and register for the conference.
Absolutely.
Mm.
Absolutely.
Boy, y'all coming in with smoke. I don't know. I might need to change up some things and put y'all in some keynotes too. I don't know. Well, y'all are. Look, that's right. Y'all are for next year. I forgot. I might move y'all for this year. I don't know. Y'all talking some good stuff tonight. Well, guys, I can't say it any better than my colleagues have said it tonight. This is the place that you need to be this weekend. Friday night, virtual doors open at 6:45. Saturday, virtual doors open at 9:30. And it is gonna be fun, fun, fun. It's gonna be impactful. It's gonna be powerful. You do not want to miss Favor is Fair 2024. After this, it's time to build. Guys, I want to thank you for being with me tonight. I think that your fellow colleagues, they did you justice by choosing you all to be the spokeswomen for the event. They're gonna have to pay y'all.
Well,
Tell them they got to send the checks to you all. Okay, you out there too, so thank you. So y'all, I apologize. My allergies is on 199 and a half. But what I say, thank you, girls, for coming and being with me tonight and sharing with me tonight. I am super excited about
Yes.
what's getting ready to take place on this weekend. But start come and be with us on Tuesday night so you can start getting the ground tilted so you'll be
That's
ready
right.
for Friday. It's gonna be
That's
fire up in here. Guys, thank you for being with us tonight. Look, next Sunday, April the 21st, my guest. is going to be the phenomenal Dr. Gia Conway will be here next Sunday. She's going to usher us into the May conference. We're going to be talking about some things and some services that she offers in addition to her being a phenomenal, when I say phenomenal, one more time, phenomenal speaker, she and preacher and anointed from above. But next Sunday evenings, we will have her with us to talk about her business and her church and all the things that's getting ready to happen at the May conference. So you do not want to miss it. And I'm going to jump to the fourth Sunday because some of you have been asking. Taisha will be back with us on the fourth Sunday to talk about nonprofit finding the board. So she's coming back and being with us on the fourth Sunday. You don't want to miss it. May's already starting to look good. We've got some speakers, some other new people that are coming to the forefront on Uncensored in May. So you don't want to miss it. So get ready. But girls, thank you for being with me. Guys, we'll see you next week. Well, we'll see you Tuesday here, but we'll see you next Sunday on Uncensored Conversation. Guys, remember, it's time for you to be empowered, embraced, and educated, to be elevated
And
and not tolerated. We'll see you next week.